Hello everybody, my name is John from Cincinnati. I would like to share my testimony of Joshua Media Ministries and David E. Taylor, my personal involvement with this ministry. I first heard about Joshua Media Ministries and David E. Taylor from a member of my church who was talking about the face-to-face appearances from Jesus book that he had read, and he was stressing to us about how his life had changed, and this is a man who had been a pastor for over 10 years prior to reading this book, and he was stressing to us how much your life changes, or how an appearance from Jesus changes you. And he explained briefly about the ministry, about how David E. Taylor had gone into a whole hospital with individuals from his ministry and emptied the whole hospital out, and gone into a city and caused the mayor to be saved, the whole city practically to be saved. The bars were closed and the town jail was emptied and closed down because they didn't need it anymore. So I was extremely interested to find more about it, and I was looking for something to give me more to hold on to or to grab onto in regards to having a relationship with the Lord and making it more real. I had found a church that I liked, but I was still looking for more. So after I heard this, I was motivated to find out more and to be a part of this. So I bought the face-to-face book, and after I read it, I was totally looking at a relationship with Jesus differently at that point, and I had uncovered the revelation that Jesus visits the earth between 3 and 6 a.m. So me and my wife started getting up at that time and noticed a difference being up at that time. And while we were getting up at 3 in the morning, I had a notable encounter with the Lord. I did not see him face to face or have a visual visitation, but I could feel his presence like I had never felt before. I had felt his presence before, but this was much more pronounced, and I felt like he was right there in the room with me, and it was extremely powerful. I cried before him, and I gave my life to him like I hadn't done up until that point, because I felt like I was meeting him again. It was so incredible. And after that point, for the next couple months, I was getting up at 3 in the morning and kneeling before the Lord and encountering him in such a thorough way. He was ministering to my soul, healing things that I had, unresolved issues in my heart that I had been carrying around for years. And it lasted for about 3 months or so, and after that, it was like I had gone through a complete cycle, or a complete stage of being ministered to by the Lord in a concentrated fashion that was so thorough. I had no idea that was possible, and I wouldn't really know what that would be like until I experienced it. To have your soul ministered to like that, because Jesus truly is the minister, the lover of our soul. And I had established my love connection with the Lord, and he healed my heart completely of everything. And I'm so thankful to David E. Taylor and all the sacrifices he has made to have that kind of relationship, to work with the Lord like that, to where he can write a book and have a ministry that changes somebody's life like that. And aside from that, being able to go to his several of his meetings, which were incredible. I have taken advantage of several of his teachings which were phenomenal and had countless amounts of profound revelation, character molding, instruction, teaching that I believe was given him personally by the Lord Jesus Christ, because he is a face-to-face prophet and is visited by the Lord extensively. And the last meeting we went to was Passover, and it was an incredible night of teaching. We drove up there from our home in Cincinnati, and the teaching that he gave was phenomenal. And at the end of the night, we were graced with the presence of the Father, which was out of this world. I had already experienced the presence of Jesus many times before that night, and so I could tell that a difference, that it was the Father's presence, and it was much more pronounced and powerful than Jesus. And it was immobilizing how powerful it was. Most of the people in the room were laying on the floor, just soaking in that atmosphere. It was pure ecstasy. David E. Taylor describes the presence of Jesus as pure ecstasy, but it was almost hard to believe that you could feel that good and feel that content and peaceful and washed over. And I was speechless at that point. And after I left, I could still feel the Father's presence. I drove down there. The meeting went to pretty late, so I was driving around 3 in the morning. So I was up for Wings of the Morning prayer, and I was feeling the Father's presence, and I'm just so thankful and so blessed. It's only been a year since I first started getting involved with David E. Taylor and Joshua Media Ministries, and I hope this testimony, and I haven't even really gone into a detail about the visitations we've had. I've had a visitation from the Lord in my dreams. My daughter has, my wife, and it's only been a year. And I hope this testimony encourages everyone who hears it, and I hope it encourages you to experience it for yourself. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.
You too can experience the supernatural miracles of God in every area of your life, just like thousands of others. Call in now to Apostle David E. Taylor's 24/7 global prayer line to receive the prayer of agreement and experience life-changing breakthrough today. Call in now, 1-877-THE-GLORY. That's 1-877-843-4567. Connect and follow David E. Taylor on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, and Livestream. For updated itinerary, events, and for more information, visit joshuamediaministries.org.
Principality of cancer is being broken.
Fire came burning through my ears.
Cancer has lost. I feel God's power beginning to flow through this room.
Are you or a loved one dying with cancer or disease? The greatest miracle and healing crusade against cancer in the 21st century.
She had a tumor in the back of her head for a while. She said, "Mommy, it's gone." I was like, "Baby, what?" She said, "Mommy, it's gone. It's not there no more." Jesus, thank you so much. I don't know what just happened to me, but it felt so good.
Join David E. Taylor for the 2016 National Crusade Against Cancer in Detroit, Michigan, August 10th to the 12th.
I placed my hand on my arm.
You came in with tumors, and when you put your hands on them, they all disappear.
It is gone.
Was it an accident? You were in this wheelchair.
Yes, and I just got up and walked. Told me to walk as far as I ever walked.
Your sick can be healed. Your dead can be raised.
Seats are free and are filling up fast. Call 1-877-THE-GLORY to reserve your free seat today.